Hi, welcome to my terrace. So I am in my terrace because I didn't want it to record any talk video inside the room. Maybe I will, like another video, but then I think today is vibe was more like I wanted to just feel free in nature outside, where I can see trees and birds and you know, yeah. So, as a human, I think millions and millions of history that we carry, um, billions of us. Um, so I do empathize with all of us having to balance all of this history that we accumulate somehow through our ancestors, all of this information that we have in our DNA and biologically that is transferred to our bodies. And again, after we attend certain kind of consciousness, we capture so many different variety of ideas from our people, from our surrounding, from our parents, grandparents, teacher, friends. Complicated, that's a fact. Life is complicated as human, and it's complicated for other natural beings in different way. We have researched on some, we don't know about some. Um, so, oh wow, that was a crow. I don't know what was he or she trying to tell me. But then, yeah, so human life is complicated. Why? Because we are intelligent. With intelligence, there is certain kind of amazing inventions and everything that is happening we can see, but then there is also this complexity that comes with intelligence, and that is a fact again. But then it is also another fact that if we actually utilize that intelligence in a very disciplined way, in a wise way, wiser sense, then we can have a pretty simple life, and that is also a fact. But then I think to realize and to practice the second side, where we are like careful, we analyze blah 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 from our intelligence and make it simpler. That seems like a complex process, but I think if we practice that every day, it'll be easier. But easier said than done. Um, so yeah, I think every time my friends and family ask me like about like when we discuss about like positivity and stuff like that, I always say like it's like brushing our teeth. We brush our teeth every day. It's like we gotta stick to choosing positivity every day because a situation is not in our control. Somebody else's mood is not in our control. So what is in our control is ourselves, how we view the situation, how we wanna uh, feel about the situation. So hey, before I was like making this setup to like record this video here, I was like, well, brushing our teeth has is linked with another people's reaction if we think about it. If I don't brush my teeth, if I go and hang out with my friends, somebody's gonna tell me that you smell, or even if they don't, I will somehow realize it because it'll show in the expression. Like I don't know, they'll cover the nose or something like that. So, due to the embarrassment that we might face, we are so concerned, and brushing our teeth is the most high value discipline that we practice as a human that is common in most of us. Maybe somebody don't even follow that. But then, you know what I'm trying to say? This is like the general example that I can take of human behavior, which we consider to practice as our core discipline act and we value it so much because it is linked with somebody else. Now, eating a healthy diet, being healthy, is as important because our dental health is as important as our general health. But are we as concerned? Are we put in the same value tag? Like if we say 100% value to brushing our teeth, I should definitely always brush my teeth. That is the mindset, right? And that is where our discipline comes in, and we are very much disciplined about brushing our teeth every day. But how much discipline are we in regards to a healthy diet? Because we have that intelligence, but we also have that ignorance along with it. Why? Because it is not as reflective. Like कसैले पनि तिमीलाई आएर तिमीले वर्कआउट गरेन भनेर त्यो जुन shame we feel from like being called out for having a bad breath, I think we don't react same in the sense कि तिमीले वर्कआउट गर्दैन भनेर डेली बेसिसमा. Well, some of us might have certain physicality and we might feel guilty about it. But then again, do we practice it or not as seriously as brushing our teeth is the question. I think that's a realization that I made. Because I do get lazy working out daily. I do get lazy to like do my yogas daily. But then, yeah, I brush my teeth every day. That's a realization. So I think I'm trying to make this realization my core realization and gradually make it principle of my life. To like, how do I wanna choose my everyday? How do I wanna be as a human in a daily basis? So yeah, and that brings me to again discipline and freedom. I wanna be free. I have always wanted to be free from all the societal rules, from anything that tends to bound me in a certain box, certain idea. I have always been this revolt kind of person, like somebody who don't want to be, captured in a certain situation or in certain whatever. Like I seek freedom in my relationships. I seek freedom in myself. I seek freedom in every sense. But then, yeah, discipline and freedom comes hand in hand, is what is my another realization. For example, if I want to be free and if I want to be able to eat anything that I want, why? Because it's fun. Like food is yummy. Like I love momos. I love ice creams. I want to be able to eat as much of momos and ice cream that I can eat. That is what my freedom says. But then if I again come back to practicing that freedom and let me think about it in a practical way. Okay, so I eat momos all the time. I eat ice creams all the time, as much as I want, without calculating my diet, without being concerned about my health. Now it will reflect back, probably not the same day, probably not in a week, but then after a certain time, my health will show it, my body will show it. I will have to get to the hospital, I'll have like stomach ache, whatever, because I was trying to practice my freedom. And now, how much of a freedom is that? Being at a hospital, being, in pain because I chose one action thinking that's a freedom act. So, as they say, with every power comes responsibility. That is exactly what it means. Being free is directly proportional to being a disciplined human. If I practice a discipline of eating a healthy diet, but then eating momos every Sunday, that will not have as much effect on my health, and I'll still be able to have fun, go out, not have to go to the hospital, not have to face that pain, the stomach ache, any of it, but then still enjoy that one plate momo, 10 piece of momo, and have a happy life. So yeah, so I've realized freedom is equal to discipline. If you are a disciplined human, if you are calculative in that sense, I am not as calculative in emotional side, in the human side, but then I think with the diet and stuff, we should have that. I think I have learned that I would want to practice that and choose a healthy diet to lead a free life, because in real sense that is what will bring me freedom and happiness and joy. Because what is freedom to me? Freedom to me is being able to be happy, being able to be myself, being able to be joyful, being able to be spreading that joy to another people and people around me. And for that, I have realized discipline is the key. And I also realized how discipline, freedom, and freedom brings like what actions we take, what actions we don't take. And again, it is linked with value, how much value we put in. Again, as I said, you are gonna put 100 points to like brushing your teeth. You should, you must, but you don't put 100 points on your workout because you don't want to work out every day. But then for some people, it is 100%. That is exactly why they work out every day, they go to gym every day, or they do yoga every day, they eat healthy every day, because that is 100% in their lifestyle. That is their discipline that they've learned. And it will have effect on, whatever choice we make will have certain action, and we will have to deal with it. It is like that. So again, about value, if I want to give a social human example to it, I think you are not as comfortable screaming at your boss, but then you are so comfortable screaming at your wife or your husband or your mother or your father or your children, because you don't value them as much. You don't value the consequences as much, because well, they'll forgive me. They're just there. They're my people, my blood, whatever. That's my wife. That's my husband. Where is he going with this contract or whatever? Like even in family sense, you don't even have a contract, but then there's blood contract, and they're like, the blood is thicker than water, whatever, whatever. It's weird. It's stupid. That is we not practicing our intelligence, because we tend to forget how the love that we get from this close-knit people, from our family, from our friends, actually helps us in this social context where we seek more value from, where we put more value on. Because if this side crumbles, if you're not a happy person, if you don't have that love coming in, if you don't have that real company, real joy coming from your people, you'll not be as joyful at your work. You'll lack concentration, you'll lack focus, because we are human at the end of the day, and we tend to ignore and devalue all of that. And that is again a choice that we make, because we devalue that until and unless somebody dies and we are like, we're suddenly sad. That makes me, I don't know, that is pretty stupid notion, because crying after they're dead and crying after they're gone, I think that's pretty ridiculous. So I think I would rather want to practice valuing my people, valuing their contribution in my life, valuing the joy that they bring in my life, valuing the love that gives me power to be myself, to be a human, like, to go and have that creative side of mine, practicing my job and stuff like that. I think, yeah, I think I want to make it my discipline, and that is what I've realized. Hopefully this video is recorded, because I'm kind of tired recording it again and again. But then yeah, I think I had a lovely time talking. I love making videos like this. I think I love reflecting on myself as a human, how every situation has effect on me, and just trying to build a perspective around it, and trying to build like my core principles and what I should value, what I should pursue as me, so that it'll help me be more happy person, more joyful person, and respect myself more, and reflect that to everybody else. So yeah, Thank you for watching. It means a lot. And okay, bye.